item was discussed during our discussion of the short-term rental ordinance. It was decided at a work session that the route we wanted to take with the septic pump out was we wanted to make it not short-term rental based, but proximity based for everyone that lives at the lake within a certain distance, 500 feet from Sunset Mountain Lake and Leesville Lake. Staff brought these to work sessions in July 24, 2023 and August 14, 2023, and this text amendment was initiated for a hearing on September 25th, 2023. So this ordinance will follow the requirements that all properties with dwelling units within 500 feet of Sunset Mountain Lake and Leesville Lake, full pump elevations are required to pump out every 5 years. The pump out must come from a sewage handler permitted and certified by the Virginia Department of Health. The county will notify property owners of the first pump out, a group every year for 5 years, and the property owner will need to register pump out with a Department of Health and a $20 processing fee for that. Failure to comply will result in a $500 fee after notification period is ended. So basically, the year is up. We're going to notify right at the beginning of the year. The year is up. We will send notification out for them to give them another 30 days to get that completed. If they don't, they'll have to pay for them to be able to register. The last one was a new addition to your ordinance that is not in your packet, but basically, there are some systems in the lake that are alternative systems. They are monitored by the health department heavily on a yearly basis, and one added to your ordinance tonight an exemption for one type of the alternative system because they're already being regulated by the health departments. It's also part of your 2022-2024 strategic plan. It is to adopt a policy to reduce septic systems on a regular cadence. So this will be doing that in an area of the county. Here's your proposed ordinance as I mentioned to you earlier. B is the new addition to the document that says the dwellings that are located within 500 feet of the full pump elevations that not like Leesville Lake served by residential alternative on-site sewage systems shall be inspected and maintained per the Virginia Department of Health, Chapter 613, regulations for alternative on-site sewage disposal systems. So they would not have to pump out. However, we would not start doing this until 25. So we would start our notification process in December, setting out the first letters, and we would give everyone that first year, calendar year, to get that process completed.
I'm in support of these pumping out these septic systems, actually less than every 5 years, specifically for the short-term rentals, but really for all of the homes that are within the distance or lakefront property. My concerns are if you're lakefront property and you're, say, a resident or not a short-term rental, again, I think less than 5 years would be fair to ensure that you don't have some type of contamination into the lake, some type of sewage issue. The short-term rentals, though, tend to pose a bigger problem because not only do you have larger groups of people there, but they often exceed the allowed number of people, whether it's through day use or the folks that just don't get called that have extra guests come over at night. So it's very common to have excessive amounts going into the septic systems, and I think it's just fair and in its best interest of Bedford County and everyone who visits here and lives here that the short-term rentals are required to do it on a yearly basis. And $200 to $400 on average cost to pump out a septic system is very little to ensure that the environment, there's not an issue here. I mean, none of us want to take our kids down to Smith Mountain Lake Park and go swimming only to realize the next day that the rental house over here had 25 people in it. Their system failed and it was pumping out raw sewage for the last week.
5 years is just too long for short-term rentals within 500 feet of the lake. Renters just don't understand septic. I live on the lake and I'll do it every year if I needed to for $300 to ensure my 20-year-old septic system would be fine.
Impact economically, I repeat myself, the lake brings to our community, and therefore we should do everything we can to protect it. I think we should. We need to protect our area, and I strongly support asking for an annual pump out on these homes on the waterfront that are at least within 500 feet, or asking them to require them to get an inspection.